So next question is Dr. Dave Marshall. He is from Silliman University. Sir, the question is, what is the status of machine learning in the Philippines in terms of market share compared with other Asian countries?
I think in the Philippines, nag-start pa lang mag-explore yung mga companies. The challenge here is they wanna explore but they don't know how.
Yeah.
So I think it's basis I'm like visiting different countries in Southeast Asia. In Singapore, a lot of organizations would want to jump into AI because they know that there's a huge benefit about it. But in the context of Philippines, there's a lot of like factors that prohibit it. Sometimes people would not want to test because baka yung employees nila they feel that they will be replaced, ganyan. So, but may ibang companies naman ngayon na nag-explore talaga nila ng use kasi they know that it's an industrial revolution, but the fourth industrial revolution wave, hindi nila talaga yun mapipili. They can't stop it, so they need to adapt to it. So in terms of like companies that we work, so we help them to understand what's the impact of it, how it can actually be applied. Kasi iba yung context nung sa research lang, I think iba yung context nung applied talaga ng application. So may mga corporate na nag-start, but hindi pa siya ganun kalaki.
For that reason, sir, who will be the responsible entity to provide this training about this machine learning to the companies?
Sa amin kasi hindi pa kami nag-focus sa training as a company. So what we do is we help company to apply AI or figure out where they can apply it. Kasi minsan may mga use cases na hindi pa sila fit enough or wala silang data. So parang how can you build a model if they don't have any data?
Yes.
So parang and then context din ng data sa industry, iba-iba din yung ginagamit nila ng data. So medyo mahirap. So okay, tutulungan namin sila.
So focus muna kayo sa development.
Yeah, focus
So
kami
you
on
offer solution to them. Okay, that's your focus.
We do integration. So in terms of like effort of education, so meron kaming I'm the one managing and helping manage and organize the AI Filipinas community. So we do meetups every month. We invite speakers outside. Minsan nag-hangouts tayo yung mga speakers outside. May speaker kami from Japan, may speaker kami from Malaysia. Tapos parang
What attendees?
yung attendees, mga ano talaga, mga tech talaga sila. Tapos iba may mga nag-research talaga sila about machine learning. So last
This is coming from corporate.
may mga coming from corporate, may mga coming from academic industry. So parang that's where they can actually parang baka may possible interaction or possible projects.
So you're the one who manage it.
So parang kami yung nag-run ng community. So last 2 months ago, nag-host kami ng machine learning HACKFEST.
Okay.
Nag-invite kami ng mga NGOs na may mga data silang sarili. Si Haribon, we got them. So, and then si Datos, it's a DOS initiative. And then we ask participants to help them build their machine learning models in the contest. So parang at least they got to at that event mismo talaga. So parang on the day itself they need to build it. So and then yun yung push namin para at least we can also help NGOs then understand the value of data. Kasi sila they have data but they don't know how.
They don't know how to get relevant insight from that data.
So parang we gather the talents and build their own solutions.
Solution?
Yeah, they build their own machine learning algorithms. And they use existing machine learning
Okay. A model only, but of course they're using the tool
may mga tools
to
nila
build
talaga.
that model.
Yeah.
Okay. So yun. So I think we need to participate in this machine learning HACKFEST.
Yeah.
So I'm calling all the educators in the country and students. Of course, to know how to build the data that they have in their organizations.
Yeah.
Okay, so next, sir, our questions coming from Dr. Rex Bringula from University of the East. So what are the major challenges of implementing machine learning in the Philippines?
I think medyo open pa naman tayo. We're not that strict in terms of data. Other countries I heard is they are so restrictive about data, the way they collect the data. So parang in Singapore, you cannot collect data and bring it outside of Singapore.
Okay.
So that's how strict are they when you do data collection. Like here in the Philippines, we have
Data
no
privacy
mandate. Yeah, right.
Yes.
So for example, you do a research and then you collect the data. There's no specific. I think each university has their own
Yes.
guidelines, but not yet institutional or a national guidelines that if I'm going to collect, for example, skin cancer data or any health-related data, can I bring that outside the Philippines? So
We don't have that.
we don't have that type of inhibition
Policies.
of policies yet. So it's relatively open now. There are pros and cons about being open. You can still like get more data,
Yes.
capture more data. And the challenge is like data collection is still we need to continuously build. I think wala pa tayong unified
Wala pa.
effort into synthesizing all of the data sets collected. Kasi parang it would make the research kasi go faster if we can do data sharing across different
different countries.
different universities or different
universities, yes.
industries to mag-open sa data set. We can
Actually,
build.
that's the limitations.
Yeah.
Because when you get information from different industries and, of course, universities, they don't want to,
Yeah, they don't want to share. So parang they don't want to
share that
So,
data.
kasi ngayon sa US, they share the data. So parang that's how mas mabilis yung speed up ng scientific growth nila.
Yes,
Because they share data. Parang they have a gold standard, for example. Na pag mag-NLP tayo in Filipino, ito yung data set na gagawin natin.
Yes.
And then all of those are based on that data set. And we just continuously improve. So wala kasi tayong ganong type of parang uniform data set across.
That's the reason why we cannot come up with, the accuracy.
Yeah, kasi iba yung data ko, iba yung data nyo.
ibang data
So parang we
nyo.
cannot compare
Yes,
which is
because we are
a better approach.
restricted from our respective universities and colleges,
Yeah.
and of course, this Data Privacy Act. So, but if you have the connections to a particular industry, you can get data through their permission. But there are some data that they don't want to give. Right? Because they're confidential.
It's confidential naman. That's understandable naman, especially with industries. Very understandable that their data must be kept within their bounds. But in terms of like those open data sets, wala pa kasi tayong open data sets. Kung gusto mo ng ganitong research,
we cannot,
parang
do it by your own.
do it from scratch.
Yes, it's from
And then hindi siya shared. So parang ang hirap i-duplicate, for example, yung work or to innovate in a sense, yung existing work. So parang lahat tayo, since we cannot share data, we start zero lahat.
Zero,
right?
yes. Then just start again.
Diba?
Because, that's the problem.
So and hopefully we can change that. Kasi hindi siya helpful or beneficial then across how we grow yung scientific community sa Philippines.
Okay, so our next question, sir, this is coming from Mindanao, Ateneo de Davao University, from Dr. Michelle Banawan. Her question is, the fourth IR is heavily characterized by AI, especially machine learning, revolutionizing industries and data-driven intelligence. How can the teaching and learning process be improved such that students as the future human resource be equipped to be able to apply AI and machine learning to various domains and industries that they will belong to once they graduate and join the workforce or become entrepreneurs?
I think as observed, medyo scarce yung talent with regards to machine learning. I think majority of companies are on a race. Not only companies, but countries are on a race with respect to who would be the leader in terms of like machine learning. So you have a lot of AI companies in China, you have a lot of like AI innovations and machine learning innovations in US. In the context of Southeast Asia, a lot of work are coming from Singapore, and a lot of innovations also are coming from Japan and Europe. So sobrang scarce yung talent. So tapos yung mga na hire pa nila is masters and PhD degrees. And
while in the Philippines.
The majority of those are coming from Stanford, coming from MITs. And
how can we compete them?
right. So parang I think yun nga, we can as on my perspective, we can leverage as early as now na we got to train our students. But at least when they go up, they have already the knowledge. And then instead of us yun nga, parang providing, parang it's a new opportunity that we can actually open up to our students na they can, as what we observe, parang nag-iiba din yung job role namin sa company kasi iba yung setup ng company itself. So, be ready and then continuously update yourself with ano ba yung mga bago.